I never yet had committed to showing them the property.
Oh, you never did?
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
See, the one thing I want to help you is teach you not to be a Pop-Tart realtor. You know, Karen, I don't like Pop-Tart real estate.
I don't, that's why I'm working.
Do you know what Pop-Tart,
Biggest thing I'm working
you know what
on
Pop-Tarts are?
Yeah, doing it with.
The toaster, you know, the toaster Pop-Tarts, okay? You put it in your pop-up, whee, let's go.
But wait a minute, let me ask you this, but what do you do when you have a situation where you get an email from your rainmaker that says, so-and-so wants to see property on Saturday, please call them and show them property?
Okay, number one, your rainmaker is wrong. Okay, because the rainmaker has, what if you are already booked with appointments? Your rainmaker, your schedule should be accessible to your rainmaker. If it's not, shame on you. So be part of the solution, Karen. Make sure your rainmaker knows what your schedule is at all times. That's why you do a daily huddle, don't you? And in your daily huddle,
We've had people on vacation, so we've just been through a.
yeah, I've had one on vacation, another one that had knee surgery. So who does that leave? Ooh, me. She's the only one right now. Her rainmaker, Neil, the guy that was sitting next to her, just had knee surgery. Okay, and you know that was 3 weeks ago. So for him to be out and about after knee replacement, and he's out here, I mean that's pretty painful. So you guys are just slammed.
We're just getting through. We're just making our way through. I know.
Well, that's because they haven't been persistent enough in bringing more agents on the dang team. I mean, right now that team has more leads than they can handle for 6 buyer agents. One of the things when Mark and Neil signed up, well, you know, we really don't know we have enough leads just for the 2 of us.
I can't answer all the pro. I mean, I can't.
No, you can't.
I work as hard as I possibly can to not miss calls, but
Well, you probably are getting about 200 zero transfers a month. That's 200 sign calls a month, and you're the only one handling them.
I mean, Mark handles some of the real high end, but I mean, I'm telling you, it is bonkers.
Yeah,
how many calls.
that's where you need an inside salesperson also would help tremendously. That's usually the relief valve, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
So especially in areas where you find it difficult to hire agents on your team. So the thing is, never be a Pop-Tart realtor where you pop up and you go out. But if I have somebody sitting in front of a home and they say they want to see this house, okay? I'm sitting in front of the house. This is Bob. How may I help you? You're sitting in front of the home.
Oh, thanks. Sitting in front of the house, I want to come look at it. I want you to come show me right now.
Okay, well, the first thing I need to do is check the availability of the property right now. And I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's empty. It looks empty. I'd like to go in and see it.
Okay, but I still have to check the availability, make sure it's a good time
Go
for the
ahead
seller.
and check.
Well, if I can't get us in there right now, how does later this evening around 6 o'clock sound to you?
Well, I'm here right now. Why don't you go ahead and call?
Yeah, but if it's an inconvenient time for the seller, I'm sure you can appreciate that, right?
Well, it's vacant. What is the bank?
Yeah,
have
but
to say?
maybe, well, we don't know it's bank owned though. You would not know because,
Okay.
unless it has a sign out front that says foreclosure.
Yeah.
That's the only way you know. The thing is, in most people, see, you go to common sense. You say, well, number one, I have to make sure that it's conducive for the seller to let me come see it. If it's non-vacant, okay? And you say, well, maybe they have a party planned. Oh, all right, that makes sense. So
Are we presupposing that it's our own listing that they're calling on?
they are.
Okay.
They're calling it your own. Then why else would they? How would they have your
Well,
number?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So then we would
No,
know
it's your own
whether
listing.
Yeah, then we'd know if it's bank owned or no.
But it's just, you never tell them, well, that's a foreclosure. You don't know. Say blah, not blah, blah, blah.
The buyer, right?
Yeah, to the buyer. You might know it's a foreclosure. Yeah.
One of the key things about being a Pop-Tart is we actually have a friend who was raped in a house because she was a Pop-Tart realtor.
Like
And
almost
that's
killed.
a friend who was raped and almost killed. Her voice is strangled now because she was screaming so loud. And that's what I say that with purpose. I don't want any of you to be a Pop-Tart. I don't care if you know what it is. You need to make time to meet that person in your office. At least that way you're forewarned when you meet people in your office.
These
You
guys all have
just-
permission to say no.
See, and that's where I was going to go with the second stage with Anna. If she wanted to be persistent and push, then I would have gone to the safety and security script. That is always your fallback about Pop-Tart because somebody who has ill intentions is not going to come into your office. And you used the script. I would say, well, you know, Anna, from a safety and a security standpoint, it doesn't make sense for me to come out and show you a vacant home, does it? Think of that from a safety perspective. And what does the typical buyer say? What are they saying when you use that? You know, from a safety and security standpoint, it doesn't make sense for me to show you a vacant home, does it?
Sounds fair.
And most people will say, you know what, I am so sorry. I never thought about that. Of course I'll come. Now you own them. Of course I'll come to your office. But if you push it and they say, well, if you won't show me, I'll get another realtor. Great. Okay, I'm sorry I can't help you. Goodbye.
And it can happen to men as well as women.
We just had a realtor here about 2 years ago who got murdered. Okay, being a Pop-Tart. Go ahead, do it. I mean, if that's what you want. I mean, in some areas, especially those with foreclosure, they pack pistols. They pack guns. It's pretty sad. Look at over here. Look at the look. You're kidding, Art.
On average, there are 4 realtors a year murdered in the course of doing real estate.
Wow.
Nationwide. 4 murdered. Think about the number of women who are raped doing real estate, trying to take care of their family.
Oh, Art, I'm sorry.
You have to be sent.
You usually always
Over
pay
here.
attention.
I got you, Mary. You were paying attention.
Oh, no.
Marion caught you say the T word. Okay. It almost flew by me, but in the background, Art,
I didn't catch it. Okay.
in the
I
back.
got it. Hey, I'll take ownership if I messed up.
When you're talking, it almost flew by me, but Marion goes, yes.
You just wanted to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, she wanted Tiffany to pay $500. Jesse.
So if the home isn't vacant from a safety and security standpoint, it doesn't make sense for you and I to meet at a home when we haven't met face to face.
We haven't met face to face. And so what I recommend we do is let's set a time to come on into my office. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually go over the home buying process with you, do a complete market overview, and then we can go see homes. That make sense, Jesse?
Yeah.
Excellent, thanks.
We had this same situation. I had a guy on the Boomtown leads. I just didn't.
You gotta be careful of
I
those
just wasn't-
Boomtown leads.
I just
you know.
wasn't- I just wasn't warm and fuzzy about him, and I didn't say it really in a proper manner that I should have. My husband heard me saying it, so then Howard and I discussed it. We came up with, it's our office policy on a first appointment for security purposes. We meet in our office.
That's the perfect also.
Because I didn't know, and so we scripted that and talked about it.
That's
so-
beautiful. Our office policy is first appointment always must be in the office. And if they say, well, that's stupid. Well, okay, next.
He was very gracious, just like he said, you know what? My wife was a former realtor. He said, I realize exactly what you're talking about. Because this property was like a lake property way down. So.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, other questions on that? Okay, you understand no Pop-Tarting, right? No Pop-Tarting. Art.
Well, he was trying. I did it.
I think that was an intentional, the way she said it. I usually will go, he was trying, okay? In this book, in your script book that you have, you won't have Boomer, okay? Is a whole sheet of, what page is that on? You have your book with you. In page 21 or, let's see. All right, it's either 20, it says most common responses and objections at the top. You know, we provide this for you. And when you're calling, especially IVR, when you're calling your ProQuest or your IVR system, you will hear one of the things on this sheet. As soon as you finish your opening dialogue, you'll hear one of these things 90% of the time. It'll be the very first response. And usually the first one on here, I got all the information I needed when you're making an outbound call. That you'll hear a majority of the time. How many people here, I got all the information? Oh, look at, oh yeah, sold. You'll hear one of these things over 90% of the time. That's why we give them to you, okay? We give them to you because if you commit these internally, if you memorize them, internalize them, you know how to verbalize them. It's an autoresponder. Okay, here, just read them down to me, Becky.
I got all the information I needed.
Well, great. Then you know that home is located in the Swansea area. Is that the only area you're looking to buy in? Next. You only hear one, so there's not a progression.
I don't want to buy right now.
Oh, I can appreciate that. Tell me, are you looking at 3 months, 6 months, or longer before you're ready to buy?
I'm not interested.
Okay. Well, this home is located in the Swansea area. What other areas are you interested in?
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. I was just curious.
Oh, well, the home you called on was priced at $278. Is that a price range? Because when people are curious, they're curious about price. So let's talk their language. Yeah, these are written to their dialect, to what the intent of the response was, the objection. Well, that home's priced at $278. Is that a price range you're comfortable buying in? Next.
Where was the home?
Well, the home you called is located in the Arlington Heights area. Is that the only area you're looking to buy in? You notice I always give the city, never the address. Because if you give the address, you're saying blah, blah, blah. If they come back and they say, well, yeah, I know it's in Arlington Heights, what's the address? Well, the home's located at 123 Main Street. Are you familiar with the area? Well, no, I'm not. Oh, are you new to the area? You see how when you say just the city, you start big and then if they answer 2 of your questions, you have won the client over. That's how you got to look at it. You need to get them to answer 2 in a somewhat congenial manner. Bless you. Next.
I didn't call.
Oh, it must have been somebody else in your home that had called. The home they called on was located in the O'Fallon area. Is that the only area you're looking to buy in? Next.
I'm looking for my sister.
Well, the home that you called on is located in the Shiloh area. Is that the only area you think your sister would be interested in buying in?
I was just curious as to what the home was selling for.
This home's priced at $399. Is that a price range you're comfortable buying in?
I'm not ready to move yet.
Oh, well, I can appreciate that. Tell me, are you looking at 3 months, 6 months, or longer before you might buy?
I have to sell my house first.
Oh, is your home currently on the market?
How did you get my number?
Well, the system we use is very similar to caller ID. And as a courtesy, I wanted to follow up with you to make sure you got all the information you needed. How am I doing so far?
You're good, except it says, or if you would like to set up a time to see this home.
Or if you would like to set up a time to go have a private showing of this home.
My family member is a real estate agent, actually.
Oh, are you comfortable with that family member knowing your entire financial history?
I'm okay with them knowing it.
Really? See, family in that, if you know that right away, I mean, you cut right to the heart. And I always use, are you okay with your family member knowing your entire financial history? And as soon as you say that, now it's harm's way. I don't want my brother to know I only make $10,000 a year. Or I don't want him to know I'm a millionaire. Right? Okay, go ahead, Becky. See, some of these I'm hearing for the first time.
Yes, that is true. I don't want anything to happen to our friendship either, but I think it will be okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's friend, right? Next.
That's it.
That was it? How'd I do?
You did fabulous. Great.
It's my eye. See, do you think I've role-played these a little bit? I did it more than 30 minutes a day. I heard some clients early in my career hired me a different way. I had one guy hired me simply to build his team up. He had two buyer agents on his team, and I worked with this guy for 3 months. I physically moved. That's how I got to Canada, to Vancouver Island. Ryan Kubek. Okay, and we released one of his buyer agents because up there they thought they didn't have to work on Saturdays and Sundays because it was the capital of British Columbia. He left an offer. On Thursday, he's talking to me. Left an offer open. Wrote an offer. Left it open till 6 o'clock Tuesday. This is Thursday. I said, why'd you leave it open till Tuesday? He goes, well, because it's, and he's showing me the offer on Friday morning. And he goes, well, because it's Friday. I said, what does that mean? He goes, well, nobody works on the weekends here. I said, well, welcome to I moved up there from Chicago. Okay, Chicago Bob. Welcome to Canada. You think mañana in Mexico means tomorrow? Oh, Canada means whenever. Okay, so, but he left, and I said, he goes, in Friday, we all stop working at noon. I said, well, I know the Capitol closes at noon, but we don't. So you got a choice. Negotiate the offer by 6 o'clock tonight or release yourself from the team. He sold it that night. But he didn't last long on the team anyway. Okay, so the whole thing here is the urgency, but you got to have, where I was talking role playing. So in what we did is we hired 8 buyer agents, and in a 30-day period, hired 8. Now I had to bring them up to speed. I met with each buyer agent for 1 hour, 5 days a week. Role play, overcoming script objections. We would spend 1 whole hour just going down that list. I'd say the objection, they'd give me the reply. And I did that document for an entire week. So I did an hour per person per day. So we hired 8 buyer agents. How much role playing did I do in a day? 8 hours, 5 days a week. On just, what's that?
No wonder you know it so well.
Just this document. Wouldn't it be best for you to say, you know what, I'm taking a week off. We're taking a week off, and we are going to role play with intent. You think your sales would change? You think your self-confidence would change? You can find time to come here for 2 days, can't you? Why can't you find time to go lock yourself away and do serious role playing? Doesn't that make sense? I've been going over these scripts for 20 years, and I role play a lot. Even today, I get coaching call with clients. Bob, Sue Adler, Bob, role play my listing presentation with me. All right, now this is somebody who's a phenomenal agent. So they're not too proud to ask for help. But you've got to commit them to memory, and that's what's key. If you can memorize, internalize, and verbalize, nobody can ever stump you. So be present in the moment. Do you have a question? No? Yes.
What happens if the objection is something about something out of your control?
Like?
If it's their first-time home buyer, they're interested in buying, but they're worried about the bottom falling out in the market and being upside down on their mortgage in the future.
You think that's difficult to overcome? Ask Becky. She'll tell you how to overcome it. Go ahead.
So, and they're worried about the
So I'm worried about buying now, market falling out like it did several years back.
The market's actually on its way up, so right now it's a great time to buy.
What happens if the bottom falls out 5 years from now again?
Well, let me ask you this, Adam. And that's okay. Adam, out of curiosity, how long do you plan on staying in this home?
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah, the average first-time home buyer actually stays in their home 3 to 5 years. And I think you're talking about the bubble that happened back in '08 and that bursting. If we look at the history of real estate, Adam, the odds of this happening again are probably pretty slim and eliminated. The thing is, real estate is a great investment and will always bounce back. Right now, we're more into a buy and hold market versus a buy and flip. So I think what you have to look at also, Adam, is right now, look at how low interest rates are, right? And right now you're wasting your money on rent, correct? Correct. So can't you see building equity for yourself? Even if the market did go down a little, think of the tax benefits you're going to have by being able to write off some of your expenses, right? So really the bottom falling out really isn't an issue anymore, is it?
Right.
I thought so.
So what happens when I owe more on my house than what the equity's built up into it?
Well, the beautiful thing, Adam, is we don't really need to look at that right now because you're going to be in this house for at least 3 to 5 years, right?
Unforeseen.
Unforeseen. And you know what? I hope this is the perfect house and you can stay in there for 7. You notice I didn't say forever. Because doggone it, I need you to flip. Okay?
I was just going to add something. When I get into somebody like that, I start to talk about actual numbers that they're spending in rent, multiplied times 12, and then 12 times however many years they think they would rent.
See, the thing is, that kind of conversation, I would go against going too in-depth on the phone. I'll do that in person. True. On the phone, LP Mama. If you look at LP Mama, do I ever ask them how many bedrooms they're even looking for? No. Don't get into yards or basements.
The house doesn't matter if they're not yours yet anyway.
That's it. A taxi cab driver gets paid for waiting. So, you as agents, you sit there emailing out listings or an A buyer, and you fail to close for the appointment because you wig out when it comes to close for the appointment, and you simply say, you know what, I'll email listings to you. Instead of saying, well, here's what I recommend. Set the in-office appointment. Don't wimp out by emailing listings. That's a weak person's way out. You had another comment?
Well, I was going to say, in regards to what he said about the market, the one risk that you take by waiting is interest rates going up. Even if prices go down, you lose buying power either way you go. So buying now with interest rates the way they are makes the most sense. Absolutely.
The thing is, you're looking to get enough to the buyer to get them over the hump. Once you have gotten him over the hump, drop it. Too many times agents belabor a point and you scare the buyer, especially a C. A C will talk an Adam like, okay, a C will talk Adam out of buying that. Well, you know, Adam, that is really a risk that we really need to put together, and you really want to be cautious in the whole. See the language a C will use to really scare a buyer. True, Art? You wouldn't. You've seen so many homes. Right?
Is it safe to just say nobody has a crystal ball? I mean, reality is anything could happen. The sky could fall in tomorrow. A hurricane could come and wipe us all out. I mean,
whatever works for you in overcoming that objection. And you need 2 or 3 scripts in your arsenal. If I were, you can look at LP Mama, pretty simple script. Always learn to go 2 or 3 questions deep in LP Mama. I could give you a script book that weighs 978,000 pounds. You'll never read it. All you need are 2 or 3 scripts for any area in real estate. Commit them to memory. So location, 2 or 3 questions deep on that. I love the location when they say, when you say only, yes, I only want this area. Out of curiosity, why only this area, Jeff? Here are what are the most common responses you're going to hear? Because it says, yes, I must have, the Belleville area. Schools. What else? Why would a job say I must only be in Belleville? No. They're a police or fireman, and they have to live within the city limits. So if they say, well, listen to the words they say. I have to stay in Belleville. Well, out of curiosity, why?
Mom's 86 and she lives 2 doors down.
Oh, excellent. So we want to be as close. See, that's an easy one. There's nothing that you can't overcome. Got to ask why. Tiffany.
Well, and Bob, I'm surprised you didn't bring up the disc in this, because I think when you're getting the objection, depending on if they're an I and a D or an S and a C, it's either scare them out of losing something or push them towards their pleasure. Mm-hmm. And I think the question you asked would have been a typical C personality, which is scare them into losing the opportunity to have their appreciation. Excellent point, Tiffany. Excellent. Does that make sense to you, Adam? The harm's way script. I thought, well, it depends on your own belief system. I love when somebody says, well, I need to pray about it. Well, great, let's pray right now. Stop, pray right there with them. Well, I got to think about it. Well, great, I'm so glad you said that. My cell phone's been going off. Why don't you sit there and think about it? Let me retrieve my voicemail. Kathy Petro. Okay, worked with this woman. Kathy's about 6'5". You know Kathy? Yeah. Okay, about 6'5". I went on a listing presentation with her. And the people said, well, we want to sleep on it. Oh, Kathy goes, oh, great. Just a minute. I got to get something out of my car for you. She goes out to her car, and she walks in with one of those body pillows and a 6-foot toothbrush and says, okay, where do I sleep? And the seller said, they laughed their heads off and said, anybody who has guts enough to do that can sell my house. And they signed the contract. Be prepared. That's your toolbox. That's Kathy's toolbox. Would you say she's prepared? So if you're sitting there and say, well, we got to think about it. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Okay, I need to reach it. Go think about it. We want to talk about it. You know what? Let me give you some privacy right now. I'm going to step outside and retrieve my voicemail messages. I'll be back in a few minutes. Give them the private time to think, because you're looking for urgency. You're looking for them to make a decision without being pushy. There's a fine line there, and some of you have to practice. That's why when you're role-playing, do not let a person role-play improperly. If you feel the person you're going to role-play with here in a little bit is being too fast or too slow, stop. You're too fast. Here, let's do a role-play. Tiffany, you're the agent. Now, you guys know your scripts pretty good, okay? Well, you're a rainmaker. You don't know your scripts at all. Okay, the ones that we teach them at least. Okay, you're the agent? Okay. You're going to be calling Boomer tonight, or Tiger, or IVR?
Boomer.
You're calling Boomer? Okay, ring, ring. Hello?
Hi, is this Bob?
Yep.
Hi, Bob. This is Amy with Remax Dynamics.
Slow down. Too fast.
How
Ring,
are you?
ring. Hello? I'm going to show you how I role play with people. And if I don't, close your eyes and listen to her words. Close your eyes, because you have to, you don't look at the person. So how is she making you feel? Is she speaking too fast, too slow? Is she monotone? How is she making you feel? Because I will not let her continue improperly. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Bob, please?
This is Bob.
Hi, Bob. My name is Amy with Remax Dynamic. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm reaching out to you because you registered on our website, search MLS Tampa, and we're looking at homes in the Tampa Bay area. I just wanted to make sure you got all the information you needed on those homes, or see if I can answer any questions about financing.
No, I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, how are you feeling with her script? Good, me too, because I haven't cut her off yet. Well, that's a first. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is big. Nobody's made it on the first role play that good. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, no, I'm doing. You can't help me. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, well, I saw you were looking at homes in the Wesley Chapel area. Is that the only area you're looking to purchase in?
You God, I love you. Isn't that? She goes right into LP Mama, doesn't she?
She's awesome.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Thank you.
Here, now you get another book.
Thanks.
God, you're gonna have a whole library. You keep this up. Okay, that is excellent. That is excellent. You think she knows her scripts? You think I know my clients' buyer agents? Huh? Very good. I'm impressed. Put that on Facebook. Bob was impressed. Duncan Duo. Thank you. Okay. Did that sound good, Jesse? All right, Jesse, you be the agent. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, I'm the agent. You're
You're
calling
the
me?
agent. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm like Pavlov's dog. See, you got messed up. Hello.
Hi, Bob. This is Jesse with the Roy Group at Keller Williams Realty. Just a quick courtesy call. I noticed you dialed in.
What did he miss? How are you today?
Oh.
See, here's why. Most people that teach prospecting tell you never to ask a question at hello. You got to remember, these are not cold. They're talking about cold calling. These are not cold calls. I want that person you're talking to be present with you. Because number one, they don't know who you are. They forgot. It went right over their head. You're catching them out of the blue. So if you're calling a boom lead, you usually have their name, right? Who are you calling tonight?
IVR.
IVR. Let's do IVR. Okay.
Okay.
You're outbound IVR.
Okay.
Okay. Ring, ring. Hello. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hello. Who am I? Who am I?
Hi, this is Jesse with Keller Williams Realty. How are you today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking.
My pleasure. What can I do for you, Jesse?
Well, it's just a courtesy call. I noticed you dialed in on our listing on 123 Main Street.
You don't even know your script, do you? It's not script. Is that script in your script book? Your hotline script here?
I know.
Okay, hotline script. Here, listen, Amy will give you it. Ring, ring. Just no, you know it. Ring, ring. Hello.
Thank you for calling the...
No, it's hello. You're making an outbound IVR.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Amy with Remax Dynamic. How are you doing today? Okay.
Duncan Duo.
Oh, all right.
Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, this is Amy with the Duncan Duo team at Remax Dynamic. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. I noticed that you called our hotline regarding a home in the Tampa area, and as a courtesy to the seller, I'm just reaching out to make sure you got all the information that you needed on that home, or to see if I can answer any questions about financing.
All right, Jesse, that's the script. Give her a hand again. Oh, I'm going to make sure you're always up at the front with me. I'm tempted to say, can I come to Becky? Can I come to Becky? That was very good. Do you see the difference? Yeah. Okay, learn your script. You're going to want to learn it because that's who you're calling tonight. Okay? Boom script. Who's boomers? Who's doing boomer? Ring, ring, Sally. Hello?
Hi, good evening. Is this Bob?
Yep.
Hi, good evening. It's Sally Paris with Blake Morars Group at Destin Real Estate Company. How are you?
I'm excellent. You? Well, actually, you know, I'm just in the middle of dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to give you a quick call. And
You have to acknowledge what they said. If somebody is on their way out the door in the middle of dinner, you know what? I'll be brief.
Okay.
It's always I'll be brief. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, is this Bob?
Yep.
Hi, good evening. It's Sally Paris with Blake Morars Group at Destin Real Estate Company. How are you?
I guess I'm okay. What do you want?
Well, great. I'm glad to hear it. I just wanted to give you a quick courtesy call because I noticed you had registered at DestinProperties.com and you were looking at some properties in Santa Rosa Beach. So I wanted to be sure that I couldn't answer any questions for you or to see if you might have any questions about financing.
Okay, not really the script.
Yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have this written on my wall in my office, so I really do.
So you have not committed it to memory yet?
I sort of have, but you heard.
So the answer is no.
It's close.
No, the answer is no.
Correct.
Thank you. Ring, ring. Hello. Hello. What are you calling tonight?
I'm calling Boomtown.
Ring, ring, hello.
Hi, this is Jenny Nemec from the Charlotte Mabry team at Keller Williams, and you recently registered on our website.
Your coach must be Catherine. Catherine, where are you? She coached you guys? I coached the Duncan Duo. I also coached Blake Bernard team, okay. How are you today? I forgot. I'll tell you what. I'm going to forget to pay you your next closing. Is that okay? So learn the script or that's your consequence. Ring, ring, hello.
Hi, this is Jenny Nemec from the Charlotte Mabry team at Keller Williams. How are you today?
Well, not too good. I'm preparing for a funeral.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I will be brief. You recently registered on our website.
Why did you put the pause? You thought I would reply. So, you know what? I'm so sorry. I'll be as quick as I can. Go right into it. Ring, ring, hello.
Hi, this is Jenny from the Charlotte Mabry team at Keller Williams. How are you today?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I just wanted to give you a quick courtesy call. You recently registered on our website, Search
Slow down too fast. Breathe. Breathe. Slow down. All right, I want you to grab a partner, and I want you, if you're only, all right, see tonight, how many people in here use an IVR system? Let's see your hands. All right, so if you use it, are all of you going to be calling IVR tonight? You all should be. You should be calling both your boomers and your IVR. Boomtown, okay, we're going to prospect from 6 to 9. So from about 6:15, we're on the phones from about 6:15 to 8:30. So you're going to prospect about an hour and 40 minutes or whatever it is. 30 minutes, 20, 45, 15 minutes. Okay, and so you're going to start out calling your boomers first. And then about 7:15, you're going straight into IVR. Because boomer, you already have relationships with these people, correct? With a lot of these people, you already have an established relationship. With the IVR, you don't have a relationship. The most profitable hour in prospecting is from 7:15 to 8:15 p.m. 7:15 to 8:15 p.m. is the most profitable hour. Some of you, yeah, we do a prospecting night. We do it from 4 to 7. That is not a prospecting night. That's a prospecting afternoon. I believe that you should prospect till 9 o'clock. It is legal in every market to prospect till 9 o'clock, so you know. However, I kind of cut the rope at about 8:30, and then you come together. But you're going to be on the phones tonight till 9 o'clock. Those of you in the Eastern time zone, at 8 p.m., 7:30 even, 7:45, you're going to stop calling on the phone, and you are going to prospect via text. You can, no emails, all in the Eastern time zone. Let me see your hands. Can you all text? Can you all text? Okay, I want you to text by email, by texting, prospect by texting. And you're going to set appointments through text. Did you ever do that before? Isn't that powerful? Yeah, look at her. Hey. You ever have an IVR where you're calling the number, they called off your sign writer and they won't call you, they don't answer their phone? Does that ever happen to you? If they're calling off sign writer, text them. Okay, they see it's you. So if you text them, say, hey, this is Becky at Duncan Duo. I have that information on the home you inquired about. I can be reached at. Yes, Amy?
What's a good script for like a Boomtown lead leaving them a message?
Same thing.
Same thing? So
Sure.
even if they haven't inquired about a home.
If they're on Boomtown, they inquired.
Okay.
Hey, I have that information about a home you inquired about. I can be reached at blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
They inquired. They're looking. Yes.
Several of ours, they'll have like 6 properties because they come into Craigslist and then they transfer to our site. So just kind of like.
I see you are on alabamaproperties.com, and I see you're looking kind of all over the area. And as a courtesy, I wanted to get back to you. I see your price range. Hey, I see you're looking for homes priced from $100,000 to $500,000. And I was wondering, are you an investor? It doesn't matter what you say. You want to say something that is going to get a reaction. That's all. Say something that you're going to get a reaction. What else? All right, so you got 15 minutes. We're good. Who is not calling Boomtown tonight? Let me see those hands. You're calling IVR? Boom or Tiger? I'm sorry, I gotta. Boom, Tiger, or Internet? Okay, who is not calling Boom, Tiger, or Internet? Let's see your hands. You got Internet? So you only have IVR? Who is only doing IVR tonight? Let me see your hands. All right, I got one man that wants to make money. Okay, only one, okay. Who's dominating and calling our IVR? Most, that's you and him partner up, okay? Your partner's Dina, okay? All right, why don't you two go role play the IVR script. The rest of you grab a partner who is not your team member, okay? And role play the script. Have a buyer lead sheet out with you. I want you to role play. So one of you identify yourselves as the realtor. Softballs, let's not make these difficult. Okay, remember, if you're a buyer, every buyer is month-to-month renter. That is the first role play. They're only a month-to-month renter.